If you've ever wondered how chatty your phone is with or without a VPN, and if a VPN works, here's a great video. All right, so what I've done is I'm fired up Proxymon. It's a tool that acts as a proxy so we can see all the traffic that's going through. It's listening on port 9090. I've set up my iPhone to use on the Wi-Fi a proxy, which is going to go through Proxymon so we can see what's going on.
Pardon me, but let me interject that VPN stands for Virtual Private Network. Carry on, Mark.
Right now there's nothing happening. That's because I've got a VPN. So I'm going to go ahead and disconnect that VPN. And we instantly see things have been trying to talk here. Instacart, Sudo is trying to talk, all these different things. I'm going to start up Apple News, for example. And we can see some trackers already coming up here. I'll go ahead, I'll open another app. I'm going to open up the Amazon app. Instantly start seeing some trackers going to Amazon, all the different connections that are going through here. I'll go ahead and I will go into Lyft and see what's going on. Here we go. There's some more trackers, right? I'll go over to SF Gate in the browser, on the Firefox browser, which does a good job of blocking trackers, but obviously doesn't block everything. And just for the sake of it, let's go back to SF Gate as well, but this time let's go through, I have a better idea. Let's go through Safari and just go to SF Gate. That's all we're going to do. We're just going to go to SF Gate using Safari and see how many trackers we're going to get. Right now we just blew past 50 instantaneously, all these different connections to SF Gate, ad sites, static ad servers, I don't even know, pixels, you name it. It looks like the page is loaded and we're at 98 trackers just for this one site. 98 connections, I should say, to make myself clear. But a lot of these analytics, Twitter, and just a lot of tracking. Just going to let it sit here for a couple more seconds. So we're at 101 just for SF Gate. I'm going to start up a VPN. I'm going to use Proton VPN. I also like NordVPN. And we are now connecting. So I'm going to go ahead and clear out the session just so we can see what's up. So here's my iPhone SE again. But now we're connected to NordVPN. So let me go back and refresh SF Gate. Okay, SF Gate is refreshed. And let me go over to a financial blog site. Going over to a financial blog site. Yep, it's loaded. Don't see anything. Looks like my VPN's doing a pretty good job. I'm going to open up Feedly. It's an app. It's got a whole bunch of RSS feeds. That's going to generate a ton of connections and different traffic. So Feedly's not open. I can see all my feeds. Still don't see anything with the proxy. What that's telling me is the proxy isn't seeing any of my traffic. That would also mean the ISP isn't seeing any of my traffic. You could see the initial connection to my VPN, and after that, all that traffic it doesn't see it. All the trackers, all of that is not connected here anymore. You can't see it. So that is the benefit of a VPN. If I go check all my different mail services, it all comes up. Google's checking for mail. It's totally working, but you don't see any of that traffic. And that is the benefit of a VPN. If I go ahead and I disconnect this VPN from my phone, right? You see the disconnect right there. And here comes all this different tracking. Here comes Apple's stuff. If I click on the podcast app, you're going to start seeing that all those feeds and all the different podcasts from whatever podcasts I'm subscribing to is trying to see if there's new episodes, all the different connections. If we go back to SF Gate and we do a refresh on that, you're going to instantly see just tons of trackers and who knows. So that is the benefit of using a VPN. It's basically to stop all the tracking and to stop all the traffic and all the connections from whatever you're connecting to from seeing it. So if you're in a hotel or your ISP, using a VPN is absolutely a fantastic idea. Thanks for listening to another episode of Bite Size Security, the quick-hitting podcast serving bite-sized tips to boost your online safety. We covered a lot of ground today and easy-to-digest nuggets of practical cybersecurity advice. If you want to learn more ways to protect your data and identity online, be sure to subscribe for future episodes. We'll continue breaking down complex security topics into straightforward guidance anyone can apply. Visit our website, bitesizesecurity.show, for recaps and show notes from all of our podcasts.
We hope these bite-sized cyber lessons have given you new tools in your digital security toolbox. This is your host signing off until next time. Stay safe in the digital world. You've been listening to Bite Size Security.